Hello everyone and welcome. This is going to be a full tutorial overview on how to use Google Forms. Now, as you can see, I'm already on the main page. We can begin by either creating a Google form using a blank canvas or use one of the templates that are already provided for us. If you go ahead and click under Template Gallery under General, you can choose between different templates that Google has already provided for us. It's separated under different categories under education, personal, and work. But let's go ahead and work under a blank quiz. Alright, so by clicking on the blank quiz, it gives me the main template. Now, you will fill in the questions and title descriptions with whatever information meets your needs. For the purpose of this video, we're going to title this survey Customer Satisfaction Survey. In the bottom of the title, it gives me an option to provide more description if necessary. For question number 1, as you can see, it is already set in multiple choice. My first question is going to be, how would you rate your shopping experience? Option number 1, first answer. By clicking enter, it gives me the option for my second answer. Once again, I click enter and it gives me the option to write my third answer. Now, of course, it's multiple choice, so there has to be a minimum of 4. Remember that you could always change the format of your form questions by clicking on the drop-down menu to the right. Once you click there, it gives you the options of a short answer, paragraph, checkboxes, drop-down, linear scale, multiple choice grid, and text font grid. Important note is to know that within the same form, you can have different types of questions. For example, I can have question number 1 as multiple choice, question 2 as a paragraph, question 3 as linear scale, etc. You can always add an image or video to any of your questions, including adding a separate title and description whenever necessary by clicking on the icons on the far right bar. A few extra things that you can do is change the order of your questions by clicking on the 6-digit dot icon at the top of each question. Provide an answer key if necessary or duplicate any questions. Another important note is if you want your customer to forcibly answer a specific question, down at the bottom it gives you a little on-off mode next to where it says required. Go ahead and click that whenever you want a specific question not to be skipped. When you have this on, the user is required to answer that specific question. Now you could always customize it for each question or just the more important ones.
So, before sending your survey so that your users can answer it, first off you have to set some things up. Here in the settings, you can set it so that you receive the email directions of any of your students or whoever is going to be answering the questions. That will require them, of course, to log in into their Google accounts, which is setting here. This way you can just restrict it to a select group of people that you're going to be applying this survey to, and you can even limit it to one set of answers to each. You can then also add the capability for them to see resumes and graphics so they can see how the survey is going, or so they can edit their answers after they send them in. Now on presentation, we can select to show a progress bar so they can see how much they have of the survey answered already. We can make it so that the order of their questions is randomized every time. And here in the grayed out area so that we can show them a another link to send another answer. Now, for example, in here, you can also add a message of confirmation so that they can see that their answer has actually been registered in the system. For example, here just a simple done. Now here in the self-evaluation test, we can transform our survey so that it is a self-evaluation test. Click this on. We can set it so that after they turn in the survey, they receive a note, so that they receive it right after they turn in the survey, or later after you manually review every single one of the surveys. You can also set it so that they can see the answers that were answered wrongly, so that they can check where they need to improve. In the case if it is a self-evaluation, the answers they got right and the punctuations that you assign to each question. We're going to turn this off for the purpose of this video, of course. We're going to save it and then we're going to send it. Here we can see how you get your survey to the people that you want. For example, here you can write any direction that you want. We can set the topic of this email, like this is just to send it through email. And here's you can put any message that you want. You can even put in here some information as to what this survey is about, or you can just get the link so they can answer it. We can even shorten it so that it is easier for them to copy and paste into a web browser. Or we can insert this survey into a web page via an HTML code. Here, we can even set how high and wide we want it to be. Or we can share it through Google+, Facebook, or Twitter. Here we can just have the options of canceling and copying the mail. Now for this time, we are just going to copy this, cancel, and then we're going to paste the direction in a new tab. Now here, I'm going to be answering this so that we can see the results from the survey. And now from here we can just send it, and that'll be done. We can see, as you can see, we set it so that we could see the answer from other people. So we're clicking here. We can see that only one person has answered, and out of the 5 options, only that one person chose the worst. So here in this one, we can see that we already got an answer to our survey. So we go over here. Here we can see a resume of the whole survey. For example, here, this guy just answered the question and he said that his shopping experience was the worst. So from here, we can just set it so that we can close the survey so no one else can answer it. So for example, if you turn it into a self-evaluation exam, you can make it so that your students have a limit time to answer the exam. We can even set up a message so they can see. Now, that's only one option, of course. We can even set it an individual so that we can see who answered what. For example, here, this guy said that, as we saw before, that his experience was the worst, and we can do it for whatever people filled in the survey. For example, say that you have 20 people. Well, you just click in here and you can set it so that you can see then any person that answered your survey, and in here should appear all of the email addresses of the persons that answered your survey. We can even print out the results, or just straight up delete the answers from this person. And here we can even make it so that we can create a sheet for Google Sheets, so that we can view the results in that format. And that's pretty much it. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you like, leave a like on the video, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.